starting the stream. Whoa. Imagine
No way.
streaming. That's crazy. That's insane.
That's insane. True. So true. So real.
Never done a stream in my life.
Alright. Twitch stream is visible. But is the YouTube one visible?
Hopefully. I did press
Yes,
the
it
button.
is.
Okay. Good. Great. Wonderful. Welcome, Rhea.
Hello, Rhea.
Since you're here. Birds. Alright. We're going to a forest. Because dreams we had.
Hope you have some water ready.
Oh god. Alright. So we doing the quest first, or is there side things we should do?
Let's do quest first.
Okay.
As a main quest, my bad. This time I have ice cream with me for
Ooh.
the NieR stream. But not any kind of ice cream, it's mochi ice cream.
What flavor of mochi?
Vanilla ice cream, strawberry and mango. Oh, and a pistachio.
That's an interesting combination of flavors.
But they're not all together, but you know they're all separate.
Oh,
so.
okay. I was gonna say, I mean, when I went to a baseball game, the dessert I had was cotton candy, cherry, and mango Italian ice, so... Those were a combination of flavors.
Real.
Broken pottery? What do I need that for? That... You can't jump off the cliff! That way, then... Oh god, oh god. Okay. I have a sense of direction. Oh, we're in Silent Hill because there's fog! Ha 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 ha!
Insert the joke about only played Silent Hill. Chad, is this a Silent Hill reference?
Has only played one singular Silent Hill.
Quiet.
Silent Hill reference.
Such silence bodes ill.
Silence? Silent Hill?
So yeah, this is a level that not a lot of people like. And
Oh,
it's very a
fun.
mixed opinion. You'll see soon. Why?
Such cheek.
Jules, how is this Resident Evil related? Well, there's trees. In Resident Evil 4, there's also trees. Fun fact, in Resident Evil 1, there's also trees. In Resident Evil 2, I don't think there's any trees. In Resident Evil 3, I don't think there's any trees. So, it's like 50-50 there's gonna be trees in a Resident Evil game. Fun fact. You can look it up.
Chad, what is she yapping about?
Beware.
The words.
Words.
I think the mayor is on the dank kush we were talking about.
The words?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Contagious words.
Mm-hmm.
Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment.
Oh god. Why is the text box so big?
Sensation in my mind.
Don't worry about it.
Weiss's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Juby and Weiss.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their dreams. Isn't this just like the plot of Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Pretty sure it is. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Why did he get bigger? Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the Death Dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Jupe's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
No, we're just figments of our own imagination.
That's just how the Death Dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Juby had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Juby and Weiss racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations, too much yapping! I mean, what?
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not
Pride Month?
seem to sting my pride, you bloated gas
my
bag
God.
of a narrator.
Yeah, the mayor's actually a streamer. He's live streaming right now.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Juby like a contagion. Oh my god, now it's taking up the whole screen! Wait! Said Juby suddenly.
This is a visual novel now. Have
Oh,
fun.
good! Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming or something, that dreams are... Oh, what the hell was it? Who needs actual character descriptions are enough? All you need is a black screen and white text. Who needs an actual game? A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Jupe's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through a few times before finally nodding his approval at Juby. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The games when AO3 becomes more popular than YouTube in 2098? Yeah, the kids like AO3, let's just make AO3 the game. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the Death Dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. No. Let's just be prisoners forever.
The AO3 comment's extra funny because the amount of side material NieR has so that's written in books or CD dramas is quite ludicrous.
I can imagine how many works of things are on AO3. The mayor's hand...
don't worry, there is a story beat in the NieR drama CD that goes into that territory, but if I tell you about it, you might You might be like, no, no thanks, no thanks, Trash Man. Please don't tell me anymore.
The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. That sounds painful. I've tried to escape. From the very moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. The Raccoon City incident of 1998. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free.
Whole again. Dead Space.
Yeah, this is just... They played every survival horror and was like, alright, now, what if we made that happen in the game? And I won't stop trying until it happens.
Brother Juby, make us whole again.
Please. Juby nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Juby, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence! Cried Weiss. The Grimoire looked from Juby to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in the dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right! You're right! I had no idea you were coming. That's what... The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. I mean, you could pay us money. We do take money. We gotta buy those weapons. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called out the departing forms of Juby and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Juby slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Juby's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. Do we really want dinner when Yona's cooking? I mean, what? But the deeper they went...
we don't know if this is Yona's cooking.
True. The more the forest closed in around him, the mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Juby to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Juby snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Juby leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Juby slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss! What's going on? Juby could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then just as Juby's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. It's a book. Well, remember we debated about having toes, so... What in the world? What are these noises?
Oh boy, are you gonna make these noises?
I'm not making these noises. You go ahead, Travis. You can make these noises. What the hell? No, there's... As the insect
I'll be here
symphony
all
dimmed
night.
another decibel, Joopy began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. Is this content? Is this the
brain
content you
rot.
just you wanted? Yeah, brain rot. The insects weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? But my pages! Is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it?
Which one is it, Jules?
1 with it is lacking. Well... I mean...
One of these seems pretty obvious. The
I'm-
others seem a little bit of fecal funny.
I'm going... Is it a secret?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, I mean, Seesaw seems like the meme answer, but...
It is.
Inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him, Juby sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before them. Juby, like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Juby moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Juby after a bit. This sounds like a JoJo plot at this point. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Juby picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the springs, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Now answer it. Juby grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? I mean, sunlight. That one was easy, chat. Big brain. I know my
Yeah.
I know my things. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow. Rainbow? Gay? Pride? Gay birds? And what? That spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Juby, awakening Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Juby walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open, and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Juby. Before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. Ah, more riddles, of course. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Juby tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Juby. Well, at least this one's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I?
This is a classic riddle. Do you know the answer?
I mean, I'd assume it's a man, right?
No, I'm not gonna say anything.
In the morning... I have 4 legs in the morning. 2 at noon. End with 3. Huh? I mean, the other two seem like meme-answers. A man? The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that,
You want the answer to why it's man.
Sure.
It's about aging. Morning is when you're an infant, aka you're walking on fours. The day is where you're an adult male or female, walking on two legs. And then dawn is where you're elderly
Oh, with
and
a
you're
cane,
using
okay.
Yeah, that's
I
what
see.
the answer to the riddle means.
I was like, do they mean 3 legs as in like 2 legs and you know what's standing? I was about to say that's a little lewd for this game. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. No, don't worry about it. We're moving on. You're the mayor, cried Juby. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now, you must go to the person at the forest entrance. Yeah, that's definitely unique. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Juby watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, Jesus. That my reading ability goes down the more I have to read, erasing it from existence. When Juby and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped Juby's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket. Jesus Christ. While his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if you were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Juby withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Juby filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Juby cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Juby and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Vice? It is words that control the death dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breaths slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. This is the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. Welcome to stream. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour, or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Juby shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure it out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Juby and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some time getting used to, said the mayor, as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Vice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained. When the prayer is finished, it's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Vice. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is a home to a powerful magic known as sealed verse. Juby and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Juby mentioned the strange man who had given them this third riddle and the mysterious words he had left with them. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before, too. Juby tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Juby gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
And there you go.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
one of the most bizarre diseases.
Bizarre? JoJo's
You're not
Bizarre
into
Adventure?
I know.
It's not over yet.
That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter
There's
what.
more.
Oh, fun. Obtained a
Yes.
sealed verse. Obtained Dark Execution. Dark Execution. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too
Now you
easy,
should go
if you
talk to
ask
the
me.
other
It's almost as if
NPCs
someone
in
was
the
guiding us to this village.
forest.
That's it.
Don't overthink advice.
Alright, other NPCs.
This person must be dreaming too.
Oh, good.
It would appear that way, yes.
Are we entering the dream?
Yes.
Can't say I'm
We have
very
to do
excited
this in
go
order to
back
get a
there.
weapon.
That dream world
God.
sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
Truly the nightmare blunt rotation. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long, unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that play without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all gods, help me! And possibly I hear the sounds of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book. I wonder who that could be! Before the light pours inside. My ears, my eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. I mean, every time I see any type of light. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Vice. This is Juby. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Juby extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. Heavy rain? I love that game. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Vice. Look at your feet. Feet? I don't want to look at feet! I force my eyes open and see water pulling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to surviving this place. Alright, Luke Skywalker. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Oh, okay.
By the way, you can get a game over here if you go the wrong way too many times. Just so you know.
At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door in the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again, until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies in a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors and... Should I know which way I'm supposed to go?
East.
Okay. And proceed east. I squint down the dim corridors. West or north?
North.
And proceed north. Oh, gee. I squint down the dim corridors.
East.
Okay. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The water-clogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remain of the fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, and we are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw earlier. The once splendid feast is now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, and slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs proved to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one covered in layers of spikes that run from the seat up and back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For it not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls have committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down. Am I going west or north?
North.
Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with Juby and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Asked Vice. Then you are a woman, madam. I am. I prefer the two of a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that the one known as Juby is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides well. Jesus Christ. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Hooray,
Here we go,
visual
now-
novels.
Now we gotta talk to the next one.
Jesus Christ.
And another
I told you you
victory.
needed some water
It's
for
worth
this
saying
section.
he's trying.
They really said, alright, who here knows how to write fanfiction? Make a whole section out of it.
Yeah, that's Yokotaro. He'd be like, you know, let's make this next section a visual novel.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and Juby had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
He said, "Wow, they're taking some pity on me and having some voices." Never mind. Under this heat.
Ain't for long.
It dies. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Juby nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Juby lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said? No, no joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. Juby glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, Juby's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next stop ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Vice in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Juby lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open, and his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried. It's water! Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous, I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off of it. Without waiting for a response, Juby sprang to life and bounded toward the sight. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. As Anakin said, I hate sand. It's rough and coarse and it gets everywhere. Juby closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. Juby shook his head bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there. Juby sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Juby came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it again. The chase continued for nearly an hour. I would give up. Exasperated,
Yeah.
Vice finally floated up to Juby and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. Juby's face clouded. There isn't? There is not. And perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived at the city of art. Juby looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried Juby, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up toward the sky, but that is where the similarities end. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said Juby. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials that had never been encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract work around them, Juby and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Juby uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable, except for a single word chiseled in their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. Oh no, we got the Alpha Sigma males in the game.
Oh, we got the Omega verse.
Not the Omega verse. Oh no. As Juby moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird! Bird? Well, we know what to do, chat.
Ooh!
A bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. Omegaverse birds, no!
Oh, hell yeah, Rhea.
No!
Keep cooking.
No. The false ones will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said Juby. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before Juby. Please, said Alpha. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Juby and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake. You know I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one around here. The respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. When you consider all these statements, only one of them can be the real thing, said Vice. Juby furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. Well, that's helpful.
Do you want me to say the answer?
Sure.
It's Beta.
The real one is Beta. Though Juby's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Vice, in the dry tones of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in the case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, the theory crumbles. Now let us presume Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with 2 statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. No matter what you think, it's always Beta. Beta's on top. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soullessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager! Resident Evil Village! Said Vice in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable Juby pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Vice. Have you been to the city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this, but at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, muttered Juby, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease struck Juby during the mayor's dream, spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place
By the way, I
before.
want to clarify
Okay,
the
that's
giant
enough.
glass
You getting all weird on me too.
pillars are skyscrapers.
There.
They're not the
Now
pillar men
Because
from
it-
Wake
JoJo?
up, right?
No, they're not.
If the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime.
Alright, that was all the
Thank you very
villagers. Now
much.
let's go talk to the mayor and get ourselves a weapon.
You're telling me.
Hooray!
Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Chat, did you know that I used to read fan fiction for videos? Could you tell?
Mmm.
I won't disclose what
how
type of fan
wonderful.
fiction and what
Thank you
videos.
so much.
But that was a thing I used to do.
I have something.
Faith!
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course.
Have some goddamn faith,
Somewhere
Arthur.
now. You have
I have some ideas
Well,
hatching.
we appreciate it.
Good luck
I
finding it,
just
Rhea.
need time.
Thank you again for everything.
Choopy, open up the fan fiction channel again. Alright, so this is... Stronger! Alright, we're equipping it. Ooh, look at
yeah.
this. Look at this thing.
It's very light too.
So we're finished here.
Ha ha ha.
He laughed. He laughed. Is there other things we have to do here?
Oh no, that's all
Okay.
in the village, so you can get the fuck out of here now.
I read for 30 minutes and I got a sword. Sounds reasonable.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly.
Oh yeah, Kaine
magnificent.
wasn't there. She didn't have to
There are
suffer.
no words.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
To Popola.
We could do some quests now. Like going to Facade and accept some quests there.
Calm down. You cannot prevail if you are blinded with rage.
Okay, so we're not going directly to Popola.
Nope.
Okay. Where are we headed?
Facade.
Okay.
The desert place.
Ah! Alright, can I make it over the bridge without crashing?
Let's find out.
Hooray!
Yay.
Well, I made it over the bridge without crashing. Didn't mean I won't crash in general.
Oof.
Right, we have to get the thing from someone to rescue the person, but we couldn't because of the sand.
Yeah, I think you need to go talk to the king to get the compass.
I'm just glad it is no longer 100 degrees here. It was like 103 degrees for 3 days straight.
Oof. Meanwhile, it's been cloudy here over at Finland. Shitty weather for 3 days straight.
Come to America. You melt and die.
Real? I'm made out of fucking snow. You gotta kill them wolves for their hide.
Poor wolf. Well, this one gave me a fang, so... Oops.
Them.
What the hell? Scorpion? The fuck?
Oh yeah, you got scorpions.
I think... Kinda? You good? Can I not hit it?
She's poisoned. I think you...
There we go.
Nice.
Scorpion claw. Another fang. Wonderful. Alright, to the king.
Raya is still digging, I see, considering he hasn't shown back up in chat.
Alright. King. Damn. Not committed to finding fanfiction. They're probably long gone. I probably have deleted them off the internet. So, might even just be a not for nothing search. There's the king. Hey, you.
You sure you want to be doing that? It seems pretty important.
だより出せで出さらと気づかれた
It's a fidget spinner mask.
I suppose one cannot expect a man to change his ways overnight, even a king.
Let me look it up. Compass.
Make it look. This kid said, "Look, I can throw my mask."
Try leaving town and coming back. Doing quests for people around town also seems to make it available.
So should I just leave and come back?
Yeah.
King said, "I don't feel like giving you the compass. Sorry."
Might also be a case that you required a map.
Should I start talking to these people that have quests then?
Sure.
I didn't save him so much as just find him.
Oh, by the way, there we go.
Do
Royal
not, my
compass.
good man. Pray elucidate us on the nature
There we
of this
go.
object.
There we go. Alright, now we have
Looks
it.
valuable. Are you sure?
While we're here, we should talk to an item shop and buy a desert map.
Okie
Then we
dokie.
would be honored to receive it.
Alright, got the compass. To the shop. Would it be the strange thing shop or the material shop?
I don't know.
Well, let's try material then strange thing. Stranger things. No, this is definitely not it. Okay. Oh god, he has a favor.
Wow, you sound pretty depressed.
Oh, this one you should do.
I've been cheating on my wife!
I hope you don't expect sympathy
Okay.
from us.
ああ、通りか。ダサラ、トチリ、キオリウ、とって。ゼルガート、セザワデとロード。サンギとセザワザ、テチ、イラタステ。
So you want us to hunt some wolves for you?
通りだよーり。タトル
I see. I see why you're like, get the wolf pelts.
Well, you seem
Yep.
to recognize that you messed up, so I suppose we
No,
can
fuck
help.
this dude for cheating. I'm
I'll
let me get the worst quality wolf hides.
The 1-star wolf hide.
Exactly.
ゼルガート。
Okay, I guess I can't buy anything from him until I get the wolf hides.
Chances are he's not even a merchant.
Okay. Well, let's go to the other stores then. Weapon? Yeah, hunt them yourself, loser. Be brave. This is just one weapon. Give them a rabbit hide and say it's a wolf. Yeah, I'm sure he won't be able to tell the difference. It's not like a wolf is like this big and a rabbit is like this big. Okay, I don't see a map.
Weird. It says I can buy it from a item shop.
Didn't I already buy it?
Let me check up. Maybe. Let me check real quick.
I think I might have bought it already. Because I think you told me to and I bought it. Alright, go hunt the wolves.
And while you're out hunting wolves, you should go help that guy who's going to the wolf
Does he
den.
really think
If he
she'll
isn't
forgive
dead
him
by
if he
now.
just gives him a try?
Right. I'm gonna say,
Somewhat materialistic.
Buddy might be out of luck over
Are you
there.
guys for real? When someone gives me something for free, I'm happy as a pig in shit.
This world would be a great deal simpler if nothing but Kaine.
Oh, Kaine, thank you. That's
I'll
actually a
pretend
good
that's
comment.
Keep getting fangs. Nice, nice. Oh my god, give me the pelts, please.
The game's like, no,
Pretty much. Oh my god. Is there a special? Am I just getting like terrible RNG or just?
Yeah, this feels like terrible RNG right now.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Are you sure I'm not doing something wrong to get pelts?
Let me check real quick. NieR Replicant wolf hides. You're just unlucky because I just looked it up and someone else just got a million fucking wolf fangs.
Really?
Wolf hides. There we go.
That was my first one.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Well, I'm never gonna need wolf fangs ever again.
Yeah.
Finally, a second
so.
hide.
Hell yeah.
Ah! Please.
Well, at least you're killing a bunch of wolves while trying to find your way to the wolf den.
Come on, just give me the hides. Jesus Christ. I have the worst luck of all time.
Yeah, I would say let's just go to the wolf den at this point. You keep just getting fucking fangs.
Please. Oh my god. This is the worst luck I have ever seen. Okay. I assume I'm getting closer to the... And I missed! Okay, there's one. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a bunch of the fangs and be like, here you go, figure it out.
He deserves it.
Have a teeth coat.
Well, whatever wolf problems they have, it should be gone by the time you're finished with this.
God, right?
I also can't really tell where if you're close to the wolf den or not because the map isn't telling me much.
Oh god. Guess I'll just keep going forward then. Ah! Jesus. Well, don't think I can climb up here.
Can you pause and show the map?
Map. Where? Oh, I'm done. Right here. You don't have a map for this area.
You apparently have not bought it.
How? That's so weird. Where did I end up? Is this where I'm trying to be?
No, this is not where you want to be.
Okay. Who needs a map when you can just run around aimlessly? Stairs? That might be promising. Or not. You can fish here?
Yeah, you can fish in the sand.
Okay.
I would say we should backtrack and then stick to the right corner of the wall.
Okay. Okay. Back at the start. Hug the right
and now
side.
yeah. Oh, sorry, left. My bad.
Okay.
I'm bad with this shit. Hey, more wolf-eyed.
Alright, left. Let me go back. Alright, hug the left. Okay, stairs.
I think you found it.
Does this look like the right place?
Yes.
Okay. Oh look, he's not dead.
We're too late. Come on, we have to keep him from getting killed.
You know, you have an AoE dark spell you could use here, just say.
Where's the fun in this?
Well, not in that. I was referring to the Dark Executioner, the sealed version you literally just got from the forest.
Oh yeah, I should probably equip that, huh? Hold on. One of these buttons. There we go. It was called Dark Execution. There we go. Ooh, look how useful that is. Crazy.
Yeah. It's almost like variety is the spice of life.
Damn wolves, let me get the hides! Of course.
Oh my god, level up.
Crazy. Oh my god, please!
I think yeah, just leave one left and then start harvesting them.
Okay. I think this is the last one.
This guy is insane.
He could have
Could've
died.
He reminds me of a certain someone.
Hey, I'm not like that.
Ah, より去った。リサエって来たさ。
Your son is a boy no longer. Though we urged him against it, he vanquished
Probably
an
have
entire
like
den of
9
wolves
pelts, and
nearly
I'm gonna have to
by
go
his
get
own
one
son.
more.
I think you can buy some. Let me check
Yeah.
real quick.
Pretty sure you could buy them.
あざ
Sell my cajillion wolf fangs.
少尉ザって
サクソザ
Also, it might be possible that you can't fast travel to the item shop, but you have to make your way to it
Ah, I
by
see.
foot.
で解いたらゼルガート事件一タルトザ
タライチだだっていた外ツタエレイトだだざユト刑事さんだせよりすわさった
トーカン
サンデンチタトサラペルアート生きととたってたらしたか
いとさトーカン
鳥でさてちキロ金位だ生きと鳥とたってとルソと戦い
タクトーカンゲタイヨリウタリッタキンチタルサラ
ゆタクゾが生きたオライデック
Obtain 10,000 gold.
We didn't do much. Still,
Hell
I'm sure
yeah.
your son will make a fine man of the mask.
ええギントクソじいさら
You've completed 20 quests.
Yeah, just 1k off from
I was about to say,
buying that
I'm looking at
weapon.
how many. Okay, I have 6 wolf hides. I have 4. I'm selling some of these fangs. I do not need 42 of them.
Yeah, sell them.
Alright, buy this.
裏のざ
Alright, is it better? Ooh. Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's an iconic weapon. And I think it was the weapon I used for the rest of the game.
Alright, let me go to the...
Can't you double jump?
I can't reach.
Damn.
Oh, never mind, never mind. Ha 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 ha.
アルテルア
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
here's
the...
the item shop.
Okay.
Desert and facade map.
裏
See if he also has any wolf hides.
I don't think he did.
アル
Buy... no.
裏
I think one of them did, though. I don't remember which one.
アルテ
It's the materials, I think?
Check. Trying to check right now.
Yeah, this one has them.
アルテル
They're 5,000 each? No, no, no. We're gonna go
裏
kill more wolves, I guess.
Grinding.
Yep.
Nice.
シ
To either spend a shitload of money or go grind.
Time to grind. We just need 4 more. Alright, wolves, you know you want to give me good RNG. Yeah, I could just keep selling wolf fangs to get 20k. Prefer not to do that.
I say we kill 10 more wolves, and if we don't get enough wolf fights after that, I say we progress the story.
I'm determined.
Manor.
Oh, I meant to go kill the.
I think it's a graveyard.
The headstones seem to be lacking names. Also, Why do they shine as if they were carved from the rock just yesterday?
Jules is having the gotcha experience right now, but
Truly.
with NieR Replicant.
Okay. 3 more.
Nice.
Two more.
Hell yeah. The
Miss.
luck's turning around, hopefully.
Oh, one more?
Oh!
Of course. Couldn't be that easy.
I think you can get charged it so you shoot like 8 spears in like 8 different rows. And also the shades, when they get hit by that shit, they get stuck on the spears, so you can jump up and do aerial combos on them.
Come on, I just need one more. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Completely missed. Completely missed.
Amazing.
Oh, I think that's it, right? Let me double check. Yep, 10. Okay. Time to
Hell yeah, we did it. Time to give it to the cheater.
Yeah. Sir, you better pay me $100,000 for this.
Man, we got some good wolf slaughtering in the process, you know, so there's that at least.
I did not take any pleasure of doing that. Alright, you cheater.
There's one more sub-story here I think we should do, but let's return this one in first.
Okie dokie.
I think he went past it, he's like literally to your left.
Oh. Oh.
I got you.
たくさるよりおれいてあとんとザサンケくれたさたおりでした
She's super mad at you, right? Will she even let you speak to her longer?
We're asking this question now, before, after we've done this quest?
タキサチあったユザサタイチタキトウキテしてそれ
Oh, come on, really? Look, if it's just giving her a message, fine. But the present's on you.
タチサラタチサタイクズ上と
Tell her to sell the coat and leave him.
お手伝い聞く
I think there's a facade rule that you can't do that. By the way, behind or to your right, yeah, go accept that one.
Hi there. I, have a message for you.
夫サラ
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
girlfriend, like literally above.
Yeah. Anyway, he says he knows he was wrong and wants to give you an apology present.
トラキやりさたてたるんださらギサラウワスタンてきたするいとち
来ている。これ揺れる来てはじより。
サタイとタサタオリできた。ゆ、とぞ勝利をすと、おさぜでく。
I'm sure this relationship
on her
will
again,
go
okay?
well
Of
in the future.
course.
そろそろ、あなたでサタイチツスクチクルより。
20,000. Let's go. All right.
See, that was kind of worth it.
苦剣いずさ
What do you need?
とざさらってきて
Of course, people just go missing around here.
Can't say I have. Sorry.
じいさ
But we'd be happy to keep an eye out for her and let you know if we find anything.
This is the one you want to do.
Does the girl have
Now you
any
can buy
identifying
4 wolf
marks
hides.
or
Yeah.
scars?
だちやりたと来ているといくいだったとでに来ていると我がたくぞがいく
All right. Where do we go to find her then?
Let me pull out the walkthrough. We have marked all of the NPC you need to try. Okay, go down, lower down, and speak to an NPC there. Or maybe they're the one you have right next to you.
It's probably this one.
ああ、サレクト、デートとそろだ。
All right. Now where to?
Need to find more speech bubbles to talk to. And the problem is that they said like, hey, we marked the NPCs you need to talk to, and they're only showing one NPC you need to talk to on this map. So good job, the gamer
Calling them
website.
out. Thanks.
There might be one at the front of the king's mansion you might need to talk to as well. We could try there.
ある程度。
アルテルア・ペルアトチ・ソロト・ヨーリリトソロ。
たとさた。
I think you talked to the wrong NPC.
See that?
What's up?
くと産業としつ。
You wanna cook?
で産業とおやりざさて世帯。
For something like this? Of course.
たくぞがいく。連れてしてしたいと。でとぎさ。
Striped food objects. Watermelons?
Yes.
I think you'll need to be more
And to
specific.
specify, it has to have water in the name, because the Let's Play channel only bought melons.
told me
and they
about
were
this
like,
last
I'll be sure to bring it to you.
yeah.
These
And he
rules
lost
are
his shit.
absolutely preposterous. Let
ユリセイタソ。
The Strange Things store.
タレサと一挙地、イタとオタセド。
It's no big deal.
come now. This must bother you.
Okay.
Sure,
Give me
but-
watermelons.
ある。
She said she needed what, like 10?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, that's expensive.
ブラーヌザ。
That is
That's
a very
worth it. We get money.
broad-minded thing to say.
Here you go, ma'am.
That was. Are these watermelons what you were looking for?
せえ。たくぞがいく。
Great. I hope you can make your daughter something tasty.
いえ。かいさとせしざくらいくした。
Very curious how watermelon cake would taste.
Hmm.
I mean, I love cheesecake, and
I-
that doesn't necessarily taste like cheese.
アルテルア、チッ
Yeah.
来たぜ。
There may be one more NPC nearby, the woman who asked to, can you find my daughter?
ユリ。
So the Strange Things store, like
Yeah.
around there.
That's where I was about to go. Don't hang around this person, he cheats on his wife. I don't know if that's the best relationship advice you want to give. Wait. I was just around here. What?
Yeah, but there's another one apparently over here somewhere. Oh yeah, I can see it, like at the top of their minimap.
Top of the minimap. So that would be, what, up here somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Lowest level of our city. Okay, so down we go.
Now we go all, yeah, to the bottom, and that should be all the clues. I'm gonna look for something on the floor.
Look for something on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Given all the info we've gathered, the missing girl should have been around here with her boyfriend.
I say, are these bloodstains?
Yeah, and they look fresh.
I fear the missing girl may somehow figure into this yet.
Well, she was last seen with her boyfriend. Let's go find him. Maybe he knows something.
Maybe he murdered her. Hmm.
Hey, there's an NPC that's suddenly talkable here.
Standing at the town entrance. Okay. Now, which one of you?
Clearly it's Kaine.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the guy has a speech bubble, so he's not hard to find. Go further.
Further which way?
To the desert.
Oh, he's... Okay. Oh, I see him, I see him. Okay.
We're looking for your girlfriend. She's been missing for a few days now. You were the last one to see her before she vanished, right?
That's kind of sus, sir.
You're her boyfriend. Aren't you worried about her?
Murderer, I can smell it.
Foul creature. We found bloodstains in the very area where the two of you are last seen. You can hide nothing from Grimoire Weiss. Confess, oh
Grimoire Weiss is the best attorney of law.
In your soul. Confess.
Yes.
Lest others who are not as forgiving as I discover your terrible secret.
Accident. Huh? Oh boy. Well, that's still murder.
Accident or not, a person died.
Yeah, that's
Trying to cover that up
manslaughter,
is
I
a serious
think.
crime.
Where you...
わさって生きたいつで解けるわせざったいてそうはしたってととくずことちあるくたとわしでるとちくてしきたああ言えるとででく
We appreciate the honesty. We're gonna check on the Sandspout well. You stay here.
We're just gonna bring the parent the body. Just like, here you go, we found her.
Yeah, you know. Kind of like, you know, when Jackie dies in that game, and then you're like, send the corpse over to the mom.
This must be the Sandspout well.
This is hardly the most pleasant task you've ever signed us up for.
I don't see a body.
How peculiar. Do you think the young lad
The young
lied to
lad.
us?
Why would he lie about the body and not the murdery bit? Well, I guess we should go tell the family.
So there was no body to be found.
What's going on here?
She must have been carried off by the sands. Or the wolves.
Oh no.
Or perhaps the man was mistaken all along.
Isn't the parent somewhere over here?
You can look at the minimap.
There we go.
クザーどってしたより
What?
Listen, your daughter is... Wait, what?
色と添いますおさせききた
But your boyfriend told us you were...
そうだなんで言いしてるんだ
どっち行ってると
I mean, this dude did say.
だって
だってトシ朝
だとで
I don't understand a single thing that's happening right now.
Could the man possibly have been deluding himself this entire time?
ああ打ちとく着てぎつさったとさら
Murdered someone else.
だそれくとちぞ着ていたおでくせってすかい
That is quite sussy.
I guess we'll never know.
Or maybe there's a sequel to the quest later.
Dun dun dun. Alright. Main quest?
Yes.
Back to Popola. Yeah, we're gonna actually play
Popola.
Among Us to figure out what happened.
Popola, I need to do fragile deliveries for money.
No!
I need that blood rotation with Kaine.
Popola, if you ever give me a fragile delivery ever again, I'm just gonna stare at you the whole time and be like, you deliver it.
I think we might have missed some unique Kaine dialogue with a fragile delivery.
Oops.
Where they're like, hey Kaine, you wanna do this? And Kaine's like,
I think-
fuck nah, bro.
I think she said that one for the second or third one of them that we did.
Oh yeah, okay, I must have forgotten about it.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure one of them she was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
You have fun with that. Never know when you're gonna need 1,000 lizard tails. Alright, to Popola! Hooray! Brother NieR, can you put away 17,000 books for me? Okay, thanks.
Brother Juby, I require you to read me some fanfiction.
Yeah, she's just like in bed and she's like, I need a bedtime story. Open my AO3 and read me a whole fan fiction.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well.
Thanks,
You've been
Popola.
making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Someone say fanfics? Yeah, we had a whole chapter at the beginning of the stream just reading.
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
And then I mentioned how I used to read fanfictions for YouTube videos, but you'll never find that channel, so...
So, anything I can do for you?
Anyway, since you're here, Jay, may I offer some bird yuri?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days.
What a slacker not showing up for work.
I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Is he the only person that ever owns a red bag? I know, right? This heat wave was terrible. To Seafront to find the dude with the red bag.
Yeah.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just
Santa?
run everywhere anyway?
Oh yeah, we're gonna go visit Santa.
It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but Grimvar Vice's voice actor had a slightly different voice tone, vocal thing there when he was saying those lines, and because this is newly added content, this was not in original NieR.
Ooh.
This red bag stuff.
Had to add the red bag.
Yes. This was originally side content in the Grimvar NieR book. Has a shit ton of side stories.
Well, might as well get some. Come here, dear. Ever feel like Kaine would be less naked if actually naked? What? I don't think that's how that works.
I think I get what they're trying to say. It's like, would they look more naked if they're naked or less naked? Because like the outfit she's wearing right now is kind of like not leaving a lot to the imagination.
Yeah.
And hey, good for her, you know. She wants to flaunt her tits and ass. Go for it, girl. I'm all for it, Kaine.
Are you sure this isn't Ezio from Assassin's Creed?
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help
Don't
repair
worry about
the
it.
canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago.
Oh, of
and hasn't
course.
come
Everybody
back.
has marital problems in this game.
I'm so worried. I can't
You just
focus
got
on
like
my
a
work.
bad
Oh,
marital
my
problem
sweet
quests.
duckling, where
The old
are
lady
you?
had a
Retarded.
fake husband. The dude cheating on his wife. Boyfriend could have murdered his girlfriend. Now this dude.
That's
My
terrible.
wife.
Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Oh shit.
Yeah, what are we trying to say here about marriage in this game?
Thank you.
This means the world to me.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, and by the way,
Damn, I looked
my
up,
wife always carries a
wait,
red
what?
bag, just like mine. If you
Oh, yeah,
mention
probably.
that, it might ring some
Apparently, the
bells.
voice actor for Red Bag Man has apparently passed away.
Oh,
Pretty-
R.I.P.
pretty
Red
odd.
Bagman.
Yeah, it was Brad Venable.
You need to get with the
Trying to see if there's any other
Coordinated
roles here
outfits
he
are
has
all the
voiced.
rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault.
Okay,
He's
okay.
fucking
just
Griffin
stay
from
calm.
DMC5?
We'll go look for her, all right?
DMC,
You sit
DMC,
tight.
DMC.
I'm willing to bet that man
All
knows
right,
more
check
about
the
his wife
tavern.
absconding than he's letting on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some iconic lines here. Get
Hey
ready.
there.
Oh,
I'm,
boy.
Jules.
looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change.
That could happen? I mean, to be fair, I've only played Metal Gear Solid 4 once, and that was like in middle school when I brought my PS3 over to Albert's house and we played it like for 48 hours straight.
Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though, come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should
Got on
try
well
her.
with the woman, you say?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and
Sorry,
tell me
lady,
for
I'm
a
not old
round
enough for
or three.
perusing alcoholic beverages.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
Maybe 8,722, but
There was the lines like, hey, you look cute, you want a drink? It's like, thank you, random seafront woman.
Hey there.
that's an interesting
Do you know a
hairstyle.
woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
I'm sure she hasn't been attacked by shades. Why would that ever happen? That'd be crazy.
Something about that
Oh shit,
seems
shade, you
rather
gotta kill it.
odd.
Yeah, plot twist, she is a shade. Obtain the red oh.
Hey, look at
Oh.
this.
Oof.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
Uh-oh.
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Yeah, when's Kojima making the next Assassin's Creed game?
This is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
Well, he is making Death Stranding right now with Pecora
I would say
and having
2 just
having,
came out, I think.
However difficult
yeah,
it
and
may
he also
be,
has
we've
Norman
no
Reedus
choice but to
going,
tell them
hey,
the
Pecco!
truth.
Conspecco! Saying Pecora's name multiple times. I'm like, I might get this game.
I played like 6 hours of Death Stranding 1, and then I never played it again because I was like, this is a game. I can see why people like it, but I was just like, eh.
I will try Death Stranding out, but I will wait for it to get on sale.
'Cause I think it was free on PS Plus, so I was like, sure, I'll try it out. And then I got like 6 hours in, and I'm like, this is package simulator, but if things were trying to kill you.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
Well, I found her bag.
We didn't, but we got this off a shade.
Oh no. This is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh god. How could this happen to her? And this is all my fault.
Should I ask him or leave him be?
Up to you.
Sure, why not?
If I
Let's
may,
pry.
man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because I
think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
Wow! Don't let us get the drama, the tea.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Oh, look who it is.
They really said you can't pull the same thing twice, especially in a row.
What in the world are
That's
you
very
talking about?
sussy.
Oh my god. Is this game woke enough for a guy like me? Oh yeah, it's woke, alright. We got a guy saying my wife and then murdering wives and
Oh, you found my bag.
oh my god.
Thank you so much. I can't believe
Screw
I
marital
dropped it
problems.
like
What's about not aware of your wife being dead? Yeah, this game is just about Borat. My wife.
This is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on?
5 minutes later.
I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling. But I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving.
What?
Oh, God, I'm such an idiot. Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just
I'm gonna need
promise
further
never to run away
explanation.
from home again, okay?
He ate an apple he was saving for her, and he's like, that was the reason she left me.
This is a question for the heterosexuals. Do y'all just not communicate? If I was one leaving
We do.
home,
This is just a what the fuck is wrong with y'all moment.
if I was leaving home, I would tell Monk, be like, hey, I'm leaving, by the way. I'm not gonna just up and leave. Or if I was gonna eat her food, I'd be like, hey, is this alright to eat? These people are just like living their own lives and they're just like, who cares? No, I've never even heard Sophia's voice. Makes sense.
I told you about this.
Oh, so she did. Typical man, not listening.
Bruh.
I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
Why
Man.
don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests
Oh,
you should
here's some
beat a hasty
spicy
retreat
stuff
from
now.
these two with all speed.
Should we get out of here, stick around, and listen? Suddenly remember
Stick
Oh, yeah.
around and listen. Let's hear this. Let's hear this debating.
I love hearing marital disputes.
You are the absolute
Divorce, get a divorce.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You
Oh?
didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag.
Oh?
You, kid, I'm worried about this, yeah? If anyone's
Sir.
wrong here, it's my wife, right?
It's like, who's right here? It's like,
the husband who ate the apple. That's the wrong
You
one.
shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
You shouldn't have forgot where she was going. That's why he's in the wrong.
But I was hungry, and it was
But
just
I was
sitting there.
hungry.
Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend.
Oh my
Low.
god.
Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you
Oh,
threw
here.
away my entire stamp collection.
Oh my god. No, it gets worse.
Yeah, that's worse. That's like, okay.
do it
That's
again.
just not good. Don't do that.
Why are you married? Why are you two married?
You there. My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon?
Yeah, you're just gonna keep asking you.
I'm gonna say honestly both
Okay,
of
you
them.
know which one? Yeah, both of them. And choose it. It's the best one.
Apologize to one another and end
That's
this
why she's seeing the
ridiculous
other lady. Yeah, this is why she's secretly seeing that lady behind his back.
Talk for a floating magazine.
magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
Also, they both talk to unison. Okay, maybe they're a bit
God.
made for each other.
Oh my god. Yeah, Socks is gonna become a marriage counselor from this stream. Oh my god, they're still.
Do you not even understand how frustrating?
Get a divorce!
Oh, this is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable
Hag?
You.
If Monk ever called me a hag, it'd be over.
Bryce, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs
Does
can
Dr.
carry
Phil
you
exist in
from the
this
land.
universe? Do we got Maury?
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job?
He said get a
Everyone in here
job!
treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a
And
husband.
get ready for this one.
Oh,
You ain't
no.
ready for this.
Oh no.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be
Like the turnaround.
Oh, you big silly Billy.
Oh my god.
This calls for a celebration.
I love it.
Come on.
I
I'm
hate
going
this.
to bake you a nice apple pie.
When both in your relationship have bipolar disorder.
This is beyond that. This is just y'all are incompatible on every level and you shouldn't be together. Alright, chat. I'm gonna commence a poll. Who's a better couple? The bag couple or the bird Yuri? I'm commencing a poll.
Bad couple.
Wow! No, I'm setting up an actual poll. Oops. I know how to type. Alright. Setting the poll. There we go. I disassociated? Yeah, you don't like my poll options?
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well.
The poll isn't even showing for. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yes! It's tied! Oh, never mind, it's not tied. God damn it.
Bad couples,
Of
Jules!
course, of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Are you manipulating it by using scoop points?
Maybe.
I feel like there's some manipulation going on.
Oh heck, the canal. We need to ask him about the canal.
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
All right, that's why you came here in the first place, huh? Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Alright, I assume we go back to Popola then.
Exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
Alright, back to Popola.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think
Boggle?
a relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least.
I
Maybe the secret
suppose
to
they
living a
looked happy in the
life
end.
is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
Popola, you made me deal with
Adopt
marriage
such a
counseling, and I
strategy,
did not
may
sign up
leave
for that.
Groceries one day and never
Let's see, how much are the
return.
weapons here?
Welcome.
Okay, we bought the weapons here. Never mind.
Thanks for your.
I think you got all the there's like only one weapon left at the moment until you need to reach like Act 2 and then the next pair of weapons will drop.
Popola, you better not be drinking Mountain Dew when I get in there.
She's drinking Monster Energy.
Goodness.
Oh, right.
It sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Hey, wait.
Huh?
I almost forgot.
Yona's looking for us.
Huh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit.
Alright,
huh?
this section is a bit
Yes, sir.
lengthy, but
Thanks, Pobla.
do you think you have the energy for it?
I can do one more thing, sure.
Alright. This one I've been looking forward to.
Alright, time to eat all of Yona's delicious food she cooked us. That's totally what's gonna happen. It's not like Yona's gonna succumb to the sickness, right? Oh, we got a letter. Dear Juby, today was awesome. Popola made me this huge cake that was really yummy, and everyone in the village has been wishing me happy birthday. It's fun. I feel like a princess or something. I don't feel sick at all today. In fact, I almost forgot I had this disease. So maybe you can forget about it too and come back home now? Yona. We were busy. We had to do marriage counseling.
Yay, you're back.
Popola said you needed
Well, to
something?
remember, Raya, like, Brother NieR is 90% busy with trying to get money
is it?
to, you know, help Yona.
I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
I'm ready, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Your friend?
Yep, I have a friend. And
She has
we write each
friends.
other letters.
Seriously?
A pen pal. How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Yes, and he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble. And I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in
Oh,
this
went
really
into the
big
media
house,
Big Brother mode.
And he's super nice, and he's my friend. So you have to help him. Please,
Yona, listen.
please.
It's even more
Right.
fun if you're the
No,
dad,
I
because,
do.
you know, you go super dad mode. It's like, hey, you talking to a guy, daughter?
I can't say no to her.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you.
Are you laughing that Yona has friends?
Great. Yona's got a boyfriend.
Is something amiss, lad? Your voice is...
Wait, Yona's real? Huh?
No, it isn't. Shut up.
Spoilers. Alright, which way am I heading? This doesn't seem right.
You have to go to the seafront location.
Imagine she's just like, I was kidding, it was actually an imaginary friend. Ha 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 ha. That's a lot of shades. Bye bye.
Yeah.
How can these creatures let us
However,
dispatch
you're
them
not
without
going to
break?
seafront.
And
Oh.
You're
what
finally
might
going
be
to the
here in this
manor.
area in the
Ah.
first place? It is hardly what one would call especially fertile ground.
Let me in!
You gotta kill them shades.
Who kills shades when you can just walk past them?
We have been waiting for you.
Nah,
sir.
that's not fun.
Please,
Right this way.
Why'd the color scheme change? Hold on.
Yep.
Oh boy.
You're ready for another gameplay change?
Fun! What on earth? We're playing Resident Evil
Jules.
now.
Yep. Do you like Resident Evil?
Oh no.
But also very Yokotaro for him to make it black and white.
Please, wait here.
Yeah, I need to mix my herbs.
Waiting's a bitch. Just let me know if any shades show up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Actually just gonna lay down on the couch? Alright. This is exactly like Resident Evil.
Yeah, I wasn't joking. It's literally a homage to Resident Evil 1 in Pacific.
It's just missing the clock right here.
Kinda sure is something, huh?
Oh, you can talk to
Must have
Kaine.
nerves of pure steel.
Kinda.
Damn. Yeah, we're just missing the clock here. There should be wood over here, like right above the fireplace. Yeah, where's the blood I need to examine? Down this way would be the guy that's a zombie. Oh god. Oh god.
I do not like this one bit.
What's the matter, Vice? Scared?
Oh, this is disorienting.
Now you're going back the way you came.
Okay, darkness, so guess I can't do anything there.
Yeah, you gotta look for keys, just like in Resident Evil.
Is it tank controls? No, not necessarily.
It just fixed camera angle.
Heading back is for pussies, Vice. Come on.
Yeah, I love that Vice is all scared. Like, oh, can we please get the fuck out of here?
Okay, well, we can't do anything here. We have to head back. Oh, we don't have the terrible kitchen music in, that's in Resident Evil. That's cute emotes. Okay, is there nothing? Oh, Jesus! There's nothing in the kitchen. This is the door it came from. Oh,
Hey,
Kaine!
where'd Kaine go?
I knew this was a terrible idea. Haunted manors and the like. Oh, why does no one ever listen to me?
Kaine, come back.
She got bored, she went to go play Elden Ring Night Rain.
Yeah, let me see if dogs will come out if I try to go through the entrance.
It's locked.
Oh. Boo! Okay, don't think there's anything here then. Is there a door past the store? Ah, that's where the stuff is. I think I've tried every door.
Maybe we can now go back to where it's like, let's head back.
Ah, okay. Oh. Hello? Yeah, don't forget the ink ribbons.
But instead of using the print or whatever, I forgot
The
what they're called,
typewriter.
you use the typewriter. You put Vice on the typewriter and type on his face. Hey, look, the picture is more demonic now.
Hooray! Ah, bright.
Well, at least it's not Drakengard gray. If you play Drakengard, it turns into this color. You want to go like, oh god.
Where's the guy's diary that just says itchy tasty?
I love that diary. I've always been a fan of horror movies or games where they leave like a bunch of journals where either they're transforming or just generally like, huh, things have been going wrong and so forth. I don't know. I like that kind of world building.
Everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong. Uh-oh.
What hole did they crawl from?
Thick diction. Oh,
Them
wrong
going,
door.
oh, it's just shades.
Yeah.
Maybe try the door.
Yeah, I
to
think it was the
left.
other door. I didn't remember. I was like, it was one of these two doors that had this key.
I don't remember how long this section is. I just remember that you're gonna be here for a little while and then complete it.
Let me check this door before I go down this hallway. Star. Stars?
Stars!
I'm a member of Stars. And there's spooters? Just like Resident Evil?
This time you can actually say it because that's what they're aiming for.
The piano? Just like Jill playing the piano in Resident
Look who it is! You finally reached that boy in the thumbnail!
Not even 20.
Yeah, the one time I actually changed the thumbnail.
And you have met my son!
Oh.
If I see anyone shit talk this character, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
You met... Wait, this is Trash Jr.
Yes.
You figured that out from my footsteps?
It's not hard once you know how.
Then I suppose I should tell you about my friend Vice.
I only heard one set of footsteps.
Well, he is a book.
Grimoire Vice does not strut about like a common land mammal. But enough of this introductory chatter. Let us hear your tale.
My name is Emile. I'm the master of this manor.
So you're the one who sent the letters?
Letters? What are you
Emile,
talking
my
about?
son!
Of course you don't know. Such a thing would be far too simple.
No! Stay back!
Huh?
I'm sorry. It's my eyes. Anything I look at gets turned to stone.
Oh, you're Medusa.
That's why I live with this blindfold.
And that's also why the entire level looks gray to fit the petrification
Anyway, I suppose my butler
thing.
might know more about the letters you received. This key here can unlock any door in the manor. So if you'd like my assistance...
No, please, don't trouble yourself. We can get around on
Why
our own.
would we want the key that opens everything?
Right. Sure.
Oh, you. I
Well,
thought
here's
you
the
were
thing.
rejecting the key for a second. I was about to
Butler's
say.
quarters are at the far end of the manor. Let me at least give you a map. It's a big place, and I don't want you to get lost.
All right.
Vice, what should we do about Kaine?
Leave her. That woman is capable enough on her own.
Jeez, remind me to never get on your bad side.
Oh my god, look at all these doors.
Yeah. Gotta go through them all.
All right. Bed. Sink.
Hmm.
What's that?
A butler, or at least a remarkable likeness of one. I knew this was a trap. Curse my brilliant intuition.
What were they scared by?
Shades!
There's a thump on the door.
Okay then.
I do like that the blood color doesn't change though, so you have this lovely gray and red contrast. Not a big fan of the spider though, because it's just ucky green.
Yeah. Oh. I don't think that's what's supposed to be coming out of the sink.
Don't worry about it.
You should get that plumbing checked.
Whoa.
Is that another one?
Oh. That's not unsettling.
It moves.
What's going on here?
Sir?
What is this?
Oh, this is my butler. He helps me out around the manor. He's a good man at heart, but a bit inflexible. Almost like a statue.
Yes, and I do apologize for that, Master Emil.
I doubt he's even human.
We're here because my sister received some letters from this manor.
Yes, I wrote those letters.
Oh no, it was
Please
actually a
forgive my
creepy man.
impertinence. As you may know, Master Emil, deeply pained by his eyes, has shut himself away from the world. He suffers greatly behind that blindfold, and I feel it is my duty to help however I can. I heard tale of the exploits of an emerging hero, and so I sent a letter to you under Master Emil's name. But I received a response from one Miss Yona instead.
Wait, so Yona's pen pal is you?
It is, sir. My letters merely requested that you come to the manor. I meant no ill intent.
I believe Yona saw the exchange somewhat differently.
Yeah, sounds like she misunderstood the situation.
Teach cyber safety.
Regardless, I am quite pleased
Don't
to
talk
see
to
you
strangers.
here. Long have I dreamed of the day we might be able to do something about Master Emil's eyes.
I see.
Yes, well, I am afraid we, or at least this lad beside me, is neither hero nor physician, so if you'll excuse us...
Please, we're so close. The cure for Master Emil's condition is located in this very manor.
Then why don't you just go get it?
Alas, the location of the cure has become a den
Of
for those
course.
abominable shades, and I lack the skill to combat them. I beg of you, defeat the shades and restore Master Emil's sight.
You know this is an impossible task. Why would you ask it of our guests?
Well, we've no more time to waste, so...
It's okay. We'll do it.
See here, lad. This is no time to play the hero.
People need to
But
look
we're
out
the
for each other, Vice.
protagonists. Of course we gotta
Plus,
play hero.
We have to find Kaine anyway.
Yeah.
1,000 thank yous. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid.
Sounds more like a curse than an illness. Maybe.
I'm really sorry for all the trouble. My butler cares so much for me, but for him to make such outlandish requests...
Here's the cool thing when you have Emil with you, which is if you meet any shades, you will petrify them, and you can one-shot them with your sword.
But hey, at least I can petrify your enemies. That's gotta be some help, right? I can't let you do this on your own. So I'll be right here if you need me. Maybe my eyes can be useful for once.
Come on, Emil, do some petrification. Let us see it. There it is.
Finally. He's
Keep in mind there is a weapon in this manor somewhere.
Oh god.
It should be in a crate, so make sure to destroy them whenever you see them.
I see a crate. I don't know if that's the right crate.
Hmm.
Obtain the one-handed sword.
There we go, and I think that was the last weapon for Act 1 right now.
Is he like stuck in the door? What is going on here?
Don't worry about it.
This is it. We should find the cure somewhere.
Oh my
nearby.
gosh, color!
Crazy.
I do not like anything about this place.
Uh-oh. The books are evil. Kind of looks like Eskie from Expedition 33.
And it's another grimoire, known as Grimoire Rubrum.
Oh. Interesting.
This book's kind of like you, Vice.
Oh, aren't we clever? As if any mere tome could compare to the wonderment that is Grimoire Vice. Petrification is a fearsome power indeed.
Have any fake relationship turned real feelings in this librry? Huh?
You never learned that that trick, huh?
Yeah, ship all the butlers together. Butler harem.
Oh, one cool thing Emil did, Darius noticed, is he petrifies the pages. That's pretty clever.
There's no end to this.
It's written Rubberum. Let me write in both chats.
Oh, ouch. Paper cuts. Interesting. Guessing that's red in some language?
Yeah, it's a Latin word for red.
Ha! I took 3 years of Latin. Never knew that.
Oh no! I can't petrify it!
Rub 'em. Rub 'em. Grimoire rub 'em. Grimoire rub 'em and tug 'em.
My girl! She's back.
It's your wife and your son. Congratulations on the
Yes.
family reunion.
And where have you been?
Oh, Jesus.
Lost. Where have you been?
Getting stomped by this thing. Help!
This foe's strength is beyond measure.
What do we do?
I am an arcane text, not some manual of combat. You are supposed to deal with such matters.
You guys run! I'll hold it off while you escape!
Who's this kid?
That's Emil. He's the one who runs this.
Fuck, this book is a real asshole!
She's not even listening.
Not the tug edition.
He's too busy vomiting filth disguised as language.
You guys go! This is my fight! I can't ask you to die for me!
Aye, aren't we the bold one? And yet I fear that it would be a foolish course
Ah,
of action
stuck in the corner.
at this juncture.
Besides, we'd never let you do that.
Would you all please just shut the hell up?
Damn.
What?
I'm just saying, if you bastards want to have a goddamn civilized discussion on the merits of bravery and sacrifice, we can do it later!
Is this your way of encouraging us?
Have we truly sunk to motivational speeches from a woman in her undergarments?
I guess
Weiss
so.
does not like Kaine. My god.
And Kaine does not like him in return.
Her biggest hater.
Now!
They're both each other's biggest haters. Or maybe there's like a brother and sister dynamic. It's like, oh, I fucking hate you, but damn it, I die for you.
Bye bye, book. They're both red mods. Yeah, we'd have Grimoire Weiss on the mod of classic literature, and then
Boss,
Kaine would be.
This is it.
Oh god. Roll 34.
Research report on petrification. Well, well.
Oh no! This passage is written in some kind of code!
Braille? Question mark?
We went through all this trouble to find it, and now...
Oh look, Jeeves is back.
Please allow me to handle this, Master Emil. I shall put all of my efforts into deconstructing this cipher. No matter how long it takes, I will not fail.
Sebastian...
Of course, the butler's name is
The
Sebastian.
servant has a name after all.
Yep.
Of course. Because so there can be no other butler name besides Sebastian.
Anyway, here's a really good scene, so I'm gonna be quiet for this.
I will have live bird reaction while we watch this.
Emil, listen to me.
What is it, Kaine?
Your eyes are not a sin. Don't ever be ashamed of them. They're a vital part of you. Do you understand?
What's this? A shade? How did you...
This arm is an accursed weapon. I thought I would only need it until I had earned my revenge. Once that happened, I figured it was all over. But there's a reason I'm alive, that my arm is alive. And there's a reason for your eyes, too.
Kaine.
But listen, if this shade should ever...
Hey, why can't we listen in?
No! Kaine. I promise I'll never give up, Kaine. But you can't give up either.
Well, we're off.
All right.
Hey, so Yona's sick, and she doesn't get out much. Do you think you might be able to send her more letters when you have the time?
I would be delighted, sir.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for everything.
Take care, Emil. I hope your eyes get better soon.
Hooray!
Exchanged some words with that Emil lad earlier. Hopefully it was nothing inappropriate for a young man of his age. Speak the truth, hussy.
Book? Shut up.
Damn.
Yeah, calm down, Weiss. We've got our hands on all the sealed verses now.
All that remains is to find this grimoire noir.
Then we can finally save Yona.
I'm sure it'd be that simple.
And there we go. Now I would say just leave to doing some side quests. Yeah, I really love that scene between Kaine and Emil. It's really great. And it's totally understandable because Kaine has the whole thing that she has a shade arm and she, you know, feels it's a curse to her. And then she meets this young lad who has a similar situation, but it's petrification in his eyes. So she's like, hey man, you're not like a freak or something. You're a human being just like me.
Strapping young lad.
Real. Yeah, I would say here would be a good point to stop the main story and just focus on side missions, or calling it completely up to you.
Yona, you need to lie down.
I will call it after this.
Alright.
Alright, I'll go outside to save then, since oh, I cannot do
Yes.
that. Okay. Damn. Alright, guess we're talking to Yona.
It won't be much longer, I promise.
We will
I
cure you,
finally
Yona.
collected all of the sealed verses. Now, I just need to find Grimoire Noir.
It sounds dangerous. Will you be okay?
Nah, it's not gonna be that dangerous. We got this.
Is this gonna make me better? Is my cough going to go away?
Definitely. Yona?
You're not gonna hate me because of this, are you?
What are you talking about?
It's just... I don't want you to hate me because of this terrible disease.
If I can't hate you for the cooking, I can't hate you for the
could never
disease.
hate you. I'm gonna go see if Popola has more medicine.
Then she saw Silent Hill 2. It's like, oh god, is NieR gonna pull a James on me?
No.
Yona's looking weaker
I
and weaker
will
every
save
day.
it.
Yes,
There we
but
go.
you
Some
lose
good
heart.
progress.
Oh my god. Alright, y'all. I will play this again. Is Friday the NieR day?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oakley dokley. Friday NieR day. I will see y'all on... I mean, I might stream more data everything on Sunday. We'll see. But I will see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Yes. See ya, chat. Bye.